Morning everyone, and as we discussed last day, today we are going to have workbook questions and answer. Merchant of Venice, Act 3, Scene 4. The first one, the first extract that is provided here, that is, Madam, although I speak in your presence, you have a noble and true conceit of godlike amity. Who is Lorenzo addressing in this line? Lorenzo is addressing Portia in these lines. What has happened to make her bear the absence of her lord? Her lord is Antonio. Being informed about Antonio's pathetic situation, Bassanio decided to go to Venice to save him from the clutches of Shylock. So he had to leave Belmont and Portia on the day of her marriage. And that is the situation that has happened to make her bear the absence of her lord. So Bassanio ventured to Venice. Who is the gentleman to whom she has sent relief? The gentleman to whom she has sent relief is Antonio. What kind of relief did she send? She has sent Bassanio, as well as she furnished him with ducats and gold to take Antonio out from the clutches of Shylock. Question number 3. What this gentleman done for her husband? What this gentleman done for her lord? That means Bassanio. What this gentleman means Antonio. Antonio helped Bassanio to come to Belmont to win Portia, and he was the main mechanism for whom Bassanio and Portia are united. If he were not there, there would be no Bassanio-Portia love story. In what state is he now? He is in hellish condition. He is suffering hellish cruelty in the hands of Shylock. Question number 4, two meaning true conceit, that means real knowledge, and godlike amity. Amity means friendship, which is almost like God, demigod. So here friendship is not God, but the friendship is being guided by God. The friendship between Antonio and Bassanio. Last one, identify a phrase from these lines which suggests that it was Portia's usual nature to be generous. What is your impression of Portia in this play so far? The line is that is the last line of Lorenzo's speech, that is, I know you not prouder of the work than customary bounty can enforce you. That is the line. And second is, what is your impression of Portia in this play of so far? If we look at the positive sides of Portia, first of all, she is very obedient, and second, that we come to know she is very generous and kind-hearted. Unless she were kind, she would not allow Bassanio to go to Venice on the day of their marriage. These two are the positive sides that we can introduce here. Now the second set of question, that means question number B. I never did repent for doing good. That is page number 169. As you can see, page number 169. I would like to try to show this one in this video. Page number 169, and this is the page. Okay. I will try to introduce these pages on the screen with the help of some video editor. Who is Portia speaking to? Portia is speaking to Lorenzo. What had she said in praise of her? The statement she made that proves that she is praising her, that is, she never repented, or she had no repent in helping others, and she is not at all repenting for helping others, and she will never repent for helping others. So she is almost boasting or praising herself. Next, Who are the companions referred to here? Antonio and Bassanio are the companions referred here. What good had Portia done for them? The good thing Portia has done for them, that Portia allowed Bassanio to go to Belmont, Venice, to save him. And further, he furnished Bassanio with a good amount of money. So these are the good things he has done. Explain waste time together. That means they spend time together by gossiping or talking too much. Bear an equal yoke of love. Basically, yoke is a kind of attachment that connect two bullocks. But here equal yoke of love means this Antonio and Bassanio, they are just like having or bearing the same yoke of love. That means same bond of love or friendship. They are same different entities, but almost same soul and same heart. So equal yoke of love means they bear the same heart, same kind of characteristics. A few lines later, Portia says, "She has saved the semblance of my soul." How does she conclude this? Semblance of a soul stands for someone who is similar to the soul, and Portia's soul is Bassanio. Portia feels that Bassanio and Antonio, being almost similar to each other in all the aspect, okay, so it seems that she has not saved Antonio but saved someone who is just as her lord or Bassanio. That is only said. How does he conclude this? She has concluded by saying that she has paid very little to save that very person. That amount is not at all much to save that person who is almost similar to her soul. Question number 5. What does Portia say at the end to stop this line of conversation? That one, once you have to check the text. What did Portia say? That no more conversation, but she wants to say that she would like to hand over all the management and husbandry of the house or the palace into the hands of Lorenzo. Next, C. I commit into your hands the husbandry and marriage of my house until my lord's return. To whose hand does Portia commit the husbandry and manage of a house? What is meant by husbandry and manage? To Lorenzo's hand, Portia wants to submit all the husbandry and manage of the house. Say husbandry and manage means management. Husbandry means authority or caretaking. So entire authority or management of the house would be given into the hands of Lorenzo during her absence. How does Portia ensure that Lorenzo's authority will be accepted? Portia has already informed her servants about all her plans and programs. So it is very simple, or it is very natural for the servants to accept Portia as to accept accept Lorenzo and Jessica in place of Bassanio and Portia. So answer is that the servants and other people in the palace are well informed to do so. Why have Portia and Nereissa's husband left them? They left them because they had to go to Venice, as there was a letter that informed them that Bassanio was in pathetic condition and it was necessary for them to go to Venice. So, though unintentional, but they had to leave for Venice. Mentioned in detail, and that's the detail already mentioned. What does Portia's plan to do till their husband return? In order to keep herself hidden, keep her intention hidden, she has made a plan that is said to those, that is already informed to the servant as well as Jessica and Lorenzo, that she would live in the nearby monastery accompanied by Nerissa, and she would live like a widow and Nerissa as maiden, and they will live the life in prayer and contemplation, that means meditation, till their husbands return. 5. What does Portia say? She and Nerissa will live till their husband return in a nearby monastery, few miles away. There is a monastery and they will live there. In the last act, what does Portia's servant say his mistress has been doing? Prior to returning home. The last scene means Act 5, Scene 1. One of the servants informed Lawrence and Jessica that their mistress, that means Portia, is standing or waiting in a nearby place, just returned from their monastery, and they are about to reach the palace before the sunrise. That you will find in Act 5, Scene 1. So, this question is kind of unnecessary in this particular place. Thank you.